Hey, hello. I'm Jeff Lyons, Hudsonville Handyman, and what I'd like to share with you today is a tip. And this tip is kind of basic construction, teaching you how to square projects up to existing projects. I don't know if you've ever gone by a construction site and happened to see twine stretched out across like this and then digging holes, and well, basically what they're doing is they're squaring up their project. So right now I have a project in the works that is, this is the roof of a house and this is a deck. And the project is to build a set of steps off the deck. Okay. So a couple of ways this can happen is you can have your stairs come down and rest on a slab of concrete. Or another way, which is the way I'm going to do it in this particular project, is to take 4x4s, drop them down past the frost line, and throw half a bag of Quikrete in each one of them, which is ready to mix concrete. You just add a little bit of water to it. But I want to do those kind of ahead of time, give them a chance to set up before I start attaching to those. So I need to know where those are going to go and how they're going to square up to the deck. So now we have a little bit of geometry here, and that is the 3, 4, 5 method. 3 feet by 4 feet by 5 feet will help you to square a project up. Now it's not just 3, 4, 5, it is any multiple thereof, which means I could use 6 feet by 8 feet by 10 feet. Whatever seems to meet your needs depending on how big your project is. So here's kind of an isometric view or a 3-dimensional view of the deck and the 2 existing 4x4s. So what I'm going to do to square up to that deck is I'm going to run twine between these 2 4x4s. And for this purpose here, I'm going to say I want to come over 36 inches for one side of my stairs coming down. So now I'm going to take 3, which is 3 feet, and I'm going to measure over 3 feet on this twine going this way that I've got tightly secured around those 2 4x4s. It also helps to put a line level on there. Real cheap, you can get them for under $5, and they just rest on the twine, and it also helps you to level that line out when you wrap it around the 4x4s. So I'm going to drop a line in here, put some tension on it so it's snug. Then I'm going to come over 3 feet and make another line or a mark. So I've marked this here with marker on your twine. Mark this on the twine with marker. Now I'm going to come in and drop a stake in back behind this one, relatively close. That stake, not in too deep because you might have to move it. Just not enough so you can put some tension on this twine here. You're going to take another piece of twine and across over that particular line there, and then you want to come out 4 feet from there to there and make another line on this piece of twine. So you've got this one that you've marked at 3 feet. You've got this one you've marked at 4 feet. Now, to make sure that that's coming out square, this distance here needs to be 5 feet. Okay? So, I've got a little example here with some yarn. Okay, I hope my wife doesn't need this because I cut it out of one of her spools. So I've got it marked at 3 inches, 4 inches, and 5 inches. Well, I don't have it marked at 5. I've got 3 inches and I've got 4 inches. Okay? So, and I got a tape measure or a ruler in this case. So as I come out, I'm going to put this at 0. Now, this doesn't really work real well with yarn, but it'll work to show you the example. Because the yarn is pretty stretchy. Your twine will not be as stretchy once you pull the tension. Okay? So, basically, we're going to move these together until we get our 5. Okay? So now we can stake this one in. And as you can see with my handy dandy speed square here, we have a square. Okay? So 3, 4, 5 method that will achieve us being able to come out straight out here. Now I know with this particular project, which I solved and showed in another video, that I'm coming out 8 feet. Okay? So now I can measure out, once I've got this one staked in and got my square, I can come out 8 feet. And when if this is 4, we're going to be 8s out here, then I know I can start one of my holes. Actually, will be on this side of the string. But I can start digging one of my holes for my 4x4 here. So, now that helped us locate this one. Now, you can do it in the reverse to capture this one. Okay? Or, this is only going to be 36 inches wide, standard width. You can bring out your carpenter square and you could measure off to get this hole. Be close enough. The big thing about using the 3, 4, 5 method is designed to create or capture your 90 degrees over a larger distance. Okay? There's no square out there that's gonna, well, there might be, but I don't know one. It might be pretty expensive to be able to capture that kind of a distance. So, this is the way they do it. 3, 4, 5 method. Remember, I may not be perfect, but I am handy.